Hey everyone, welcome to the Game Week 24 review video for Serie A Fantasy. It was kind of interesting week. Some Overall, I got a good score, but it wasn't really due to the all-in chip that I decided to use this week, and that didn't really pay off too well. Um, if we go to the bottom, we see I only really got 5 points on my bench, which is actually less than what I'd hope would be the minimum from it, which would have been 8. But yeah, so I decided to use my all-in chip, which means my bench scores points as well. And generally, at very minimum, you'd want 8 off the bench, just 2 for playing 60 minutes from everyone. I actually got less than that. But we will go through and see what happened this week and how I scored 72 points, which still isn't a bad score at all. So please like and subscribe to the video. I think I only need 3 more subscribers to get to 80, which would be awesome. So please help me out in that way. Okay, so first, I brought in Shenzi for this week. Facing House Verona, I definitely knew there was possibility of a clean sheet. They've bolstered the squad a little bit more, so attacking with Zakaria and Vlahovic, and got rid of some of the dead weight that I'd say that's been on the team in Ramsey and Bentancur, and then Kulishevsky went as well, but I wouldn't have seen him as much of a negative as the others. But so they did go, and Vlahovic scored early, which was really nice because I had Vlahovic captained. And they did keep the clean sheet, so it was worth bringing Shenzi in for this week. Expensive keeper, much more expensive than I'm used to having in a fantasy game, but did pay off this week. Unfortunately, I guess it was due to coming back late off of the international window, but Quadrado didn't start the game and just got subbed on for the single point. Everyone that I had, all 15 of my players, did see the field at some point. It was Quadrado and Hisai that both did not start the game, and they got subbed in for the single point. So I'd rather get subbed in for that 1 point rather than nothing. But I really was hoping that those would be 2 players that would be starting for me, especially Lazio picked up the clean sheet, but I don't get it because Hisai didn't play at least 6 minutes. I'll just finish up with the bench here quickly. We already talked about my first goalkeeper. Providel just finished his game against Salernitana, and that was high scoring relatively early in the game with a bunch of set pieces, 2 free kick goals one way, 2 penalties the other way. Unfortunately, only 2 points with Providel there, but that's fine. And then Sassuolo just continues to be awful. And so Ferrari gets 0 points, but I'm not that upset, as we'll soon see why. And I'll just kind of jump right there to that game. Kindreva just absolutely destroyed Sassuolo, getting 2 assists and a penalty right at the end, and he converted that for a whopping 17 points. I wish I put the captain's armband on him instead, but had to give it to Vlahovic in his debut. Also in that game, Berardi just got the 2 points for playing. The defense this week, the starting defense, other than Ferrari and Hisai, the defense that I would have just started with actually did amazing. Empoli drew Bologna 0-0, so that got me 6 points. Napoli beat Venezia 2-0. Unfortunately, Mario got the yellow card, but he got me 5 points. Karsdorp with Roma got the clean sheet and the 2 bonus points. So he got 8 points. We got Shenzi with the clean sheet. So what would have been my starting defense and goalkeeper would have been excellent. Clean sheets across the board. I just really didn't need my all-in chip at the end of the day. Pasalic also just got the 1 point. He got subbed off before the 60-minute mark, unfortunately. Atalanta gave up a good opportunity for points. Good for Juve, though. But yeah, they got a red card relatively early in the game, and it kind of went downhill from there. Immobile also scored a goal, and that was in their 3-0 win against Fiorentina. Fiorentina also got a red card. There were a lot of red cards this week. I think I counted at least 6, and that was like before midday through the second match day. So I know Roma and Genoa both got one. Milan got one. Fiorentina got one. Atalanta got one. I think Venezia, there was a red card there as well. So lots of red cards all over the place. I'm glad one didn't hit me. And then, yeah, we had Arnautovic just got the 2 points, but I was okay with that because Stojanovic with the clean sheet kind of made that up. So that was okay. So yeah, a high scoring week, which is nice. Kind of wasted chip. I'm actually not sure if the 72 is already including my bench or if that 5 still needs to be added. But yeah, that's how the week went. I don't think that this is going to be fully updated with the new. Yeah, so the league isn't updated yet, but we can see some point totals that people got. So out of the top, I have the most points out of people this week. Not a lot hitting that 70 mark. Actually, yeah, so I got the most points in our league this week. Let's see if they can line us up based on total. Yeah, okay. And I think this actually might be with it added. Anyway, this was at least, I don't know if this is still it, but if this is updated, but we had at least last week Osama FC at 1322, Salim not too far behind, and then there was that big drop off that's separating the top two from the rest. So that's where we got Fox, Galactico, and myself, and then another drop off begins. And oh, you can kind of see that they're not necessarily in the order here, as Galactico has more points than Fox. So maybe this is updated. But yeah, it's if Osama FC and Team Juve have a little bit of a lackluster week and about 3 to 5 have a decent week, this could close up the gap real quick. Other than that, we'll look forward to the preview video. I believe there is Coppa Italia this week, so definitely something to keep an eye out for. As we see, some players like Lozano being transferred out, got injured in Mexico's international window. Simeone didn't play. I disagree with this decision. I don't think you get rid of Vlahovic yet. As you can see, he scored right away. The service he was getting from Dybala and Morata was amazing. So it looks like Vlahovic got the top striker role with support play from them too. I don't think it's time to get rid of Vlahovic, but I don't know. I don't know. You can decide if that's Juve bias or not, but I don't think now is the time for that. Anyway, things will be updated. I'll go over in more of the updated stuff. I'll try to take another look at the table in the preview video for game week 25. And please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Take care, everyone.